Question that everybody have definitely been asking, and a lot of people have definitely come to my PV. That is the issue of EBK coming back to Sierra Leone to face justice. And somebody said over EBK's dead body, that will not happen under President Bio's regime. And I feel like looking at comment like it is very, very important for me to bring things up. And let us clear the bag here together. Let us actually look into this EBK's issue and see the reason why EBK is supposed to be a free man. To me, I think like EBK is supposed to walk free than any other person. Now, saying this might sound like, Mo, do you know what EBK has done? Let me tell you one thing. I keep telling you people this always. If people are judged or dealt with by he say, she say, emotions based on sentiment, then either you or me will not have been free today. Which literally means people say a lot about people based on what they heard, not based on what they've seen. Now, before going further, I want to congratulate Kenema for definitely standing with the people of Sierra Leone to fight bad governance. Now, I was speaking with one reverend father from America, and he said, I love that reverend father. He said, what the Bio administration is doing is totally wrong. We'll fight against it with our last breath. He said we will not apply undemocratic method, that is by saying we'll forcefully remove him. We will follow the rule of democracy, but we will not close our mouth based on the ill treatment that is putting Sierra Leoneans into. And I feel like this was actually like, it is really a point to consider, and I want to give a kudos to the Reverend. I don't want to call the name, but you know yourself. Well done and pick up, sir. Now back to business. Let us look at the accusations that are raised on EBK. They said misprision, harboring of prison officers, of prisoners. Let me know if you say prison officers. Misprision, harboring of prison officers, treason. Let me remove harboring of prison officers, misprision. Let's look at the treason that he was charged of. They said he was charged, and before the court charged somebody, there must have been evidence. Let's be realistic, because I'm telling you, this Bio administration are playing on something. And if we don't minus the ratio of because mina Mende, if SLPP do bad and not the talk, because mina Timini, if APC do bad and not the talk, then we are not yet ready to build that country. Because you know why? If it is happening to another person today, tomorrow it might be you. Tomorrow it might be your uncle. It might be your auntie. It might be your sister. Let's digest the issue critically, and you will see reason with me why I said EBK is supposed to be a free man. Now, before a court or before any credible court, I will use the word. I will use the sentence before any credible court. I will use the word credible. Pass a verdict. A verdict. They would have got tangible evidences. Not even one, evidences. Now they said with all these things that EBKs have been charged, those charges raised up to that because there were evidence. When this issue started, ECOWAS said, leave this man to come to us, followed by certain charges. That means you dismiss all cases against him. You fund his flight ticket. You protect all his properties he has at home, pays his retired benefit. The SLPP people said over their dead body. In fact, the Foreign Minister Timothy Kaba said, no way. And we agreed. Because we thought that time, like, we had a biggest small gig. Our eyes were not clear. We said, oh, the power are really fighting for the people of the country. I was one of the people who said President Bio should not release EBK. And I said that because I feel like I was scammed. I don't know if you were scammed. If you were scammed, put it in the comment section that I was scammed. Thinking that in as much as they are fighting corruption, so if EBK is going to be a brighter example since the former statement, let him be a major example. Now, one quality you learn about EBK is not a talking person. This man don't talk. He just do his thing. So the medical bill came up and said EBK is seriously sick, and they took EBK to Nigeria. The court said EBK will be back after 90 days to face his trial. 90 days is over. They said after 60 days. 60 days is over. What other days are you putting up? First of all, EBK is not a child. In Sierra Leone, in Africa community, in ruling or governance community, he's not a child. Now, let's forget about the fact that APC and SAPP have divided the population of Sierra Leone. I don't know which one they have, because Sierra Leone is 7.5 million population. But both of these two parties have more than 3 million supporters. So do you think if there was actually a tangible evidence against EBK, they will never have released that man? When there are evidences against Quetta, you see, he was never released. And we saw, I saw a press release where they said they have audios and chats where these people were communicating with EBK, but they were never presented. I mean, we've not seen them. So this give me the grounds, this give me the legs to hold on the grounds where Phil Gerard, EBK's lawyer, said they have nothing to prove against EBK. If not, when they ask him, do you know Quetta? I barely know him. Do you know Leatherboot? He used to work for me. That they just want to dent the image of the former statesman. Now, the reason why I'm boldly saying this, because I was one of the people who boldly said that EBK should not be released. You know why? Because when President Bio said he wants to set the pace or precedent for us to have a better justice system that is bulldozing corruption within the system to make sure that politicians, be former or current, are being responsible and accountable of their activities, be it good or bad. We said this was actually the phantom of building a good nation. Until we realized that this part was only going to people that are in the opposition, to people that did not support him, to people that did not buy ideas with what he's saying. Now, I'm not part of those who are saying, let us go and remove him. I'm not part of that committee, because we want to make sure we go through the democratic values. All I can tell people right now, we are almost into 2025, 2028, far, but we're not far. But what the SLPP government have set on us in history, I feel pity for SLPP. I feel pity for you. You know why I feel pity for you? You know, it's very bad that the president that President Bio have said, he is destroying the potential opportunities of yet unseen leaders that are coming in the SAPP. You people are already being stained by activities that you have no ideas of. Because some of you might have good intention in the future, but the President Bio government have set on us, this is what history will not forget. This is what I will not forget, that there was a man who condemned a political party, who condemned somebody, that even they've increased the rise of price from 250 million to 300 million. And when they came to power, they skyrocketed it times 3. I will not forget that history. And I know you will not forget that history. I will not forget the history that there was a man who persecuted people, who sentenced people that are not from his own political side, just because they made utterances that would jeopardize the peace of the country, while he freed and celebrated people who made more than or even similar utterances from his own political party. We are not going to forget that. So this is why I'm telling you that EBK needs to be free. If there were evidences, remember, this was the same man that said the commission of inquiry that they are setting up this commission of inquiry because opposition have stolen a lot of money. Now let me tell you something that a lot of you don't want to admit. I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart. Even people that are SLPPians, if you ask them behind closed doors, they will tell you they miss EBK. Oh yes, they will tell you they miss EBK. Because during EBK's time, corruption was going on, but things were calm within the afford range of Sierra Leone's pocket. Now you might be surprised why I'm coming from this angle. This is to tell you the fact that when I tell you I don't have permanent friends, I have permanent interest. I was one of the people who supported President Bio's agenda. I'm not a partisan, but I believe in his agenda objectively if they were practicalized to change the system of that country, bringing a new Sierra Leone inside an old Sierra Leone. So this was the reason why when people were saying, I'm telling you, oh, you have to allow the man. Though, let me make a disclaimer. Up to date, I don't support people who think the only way we can create change in that country is to use force. I don't support it. Because you know what? I feel like we are not ready. Most of these people who are saying these things are saying this with political goal, with political interest, with hidden agenda, with reserved future opportunities. If the world Sierra Leoneans are ready, like we know when we are ready, like we want to say no, then we can go together. But signing a single body, I'm not part of that. So let me just say this to the Bio government. I'm just advising you people, free EBK. Because it is now clear that no matter what you do, you cannot change EBK anymore. He is a free man, but free him to come back to his country. You've made EBK look like a person that he was never. You made him look bad, that he's corrupt, they stole money, oh, the car, oh, he has fuel. We believe all those things. And instead of you people to walk off that path, you've created more pathways along the route that EBK was walking that you accuse him of. What precedent does that set of you people? What precedence does that set of you people? Look at our country. Instead of you focus in developing our country, you are focused in fighting each other in political party. This one say, the Mami no left, this one inhabit, Chief Minister no left. What is going on? So EBK is supposed to be free. Because I feel like, first of all, I feel like the High Court of that country deceived the people. This is a credible body on institutions that I think by virtue or by constitutional mandate, everything you are saying there should be something because you've sworn to protect the constitution of that country. All these things you accuse EBK for, I dare you. If EBK was guilty, then why did you free him? Why can't you touch him? Because these ECOWAS we are saying they are corrupt. I am saying something here. If truly speaking, there were all evidences you gathered against EBK, ECOWAS would not have backed EBK. ECOWAS would not have been with him. I'm telling you the truth. You know why? Did you see what happened in Gambia during Yahya Jammeh's time? Jammeh was doing everything when he was in power, no problem. But when the elections were done, he congratulated Adama Barrow and later felt that no way, this cannot happen. He said he didn't lose the election. Though he is former, they never stood by him. They stood by the current president, Adama Barrow. So which literally means if ECOWAS is to go against the government of the day and stand by a single individual, can't you see that this is a mere example that definitely this man is innocent? And let me tell you the bondage that you, the SLPP, have put yourself into. You've set a consistent hook of chaining yourself that you cannot free yourself. This reminds me of the parable in Shabro that says, Visilumbi Chenkuhe Hakara. It means an animal with a long tail will never finish crossing the death trap. You've set the precedent of molesting somebody that is not guilty of something, because if he is guilty, I dare you, present evidence as you've claimed. Nobody will stand by you. If EBK is guilty, nobody, even his supporters, I'm telling you, majority will only be against the fact that he is being punished. But when they see practical example that he is guilty, they will not support him. So now, you are tired, you cannot do anything more. But sir, we have to remind you that the EBK you claim have treason charges plus other charges. It's either you free him now or you put your dignity into jeopardy. Oh yes. And this thing, you're not going to escape it. Because the good news is, this precedent you've set, that's why I'm saying you are jeopardizing the future leadership of SLPP. Because I don't know definitely what's the future leadership of SLPP look like. But this system you've created of haunting people because they are not on your side, because they stood against you, even when they stood for the right thing, people you think can help expose your agenda, you are coming for them. You are definitely jeopardizing the potential good leaders of your party. I'm telling you, after this SLPP for President Bio, it's going to be very difficult for another SLPP to come to power in that country. This is not a joke. This is a prophecy I'm telling you. They can stay as long as they want, but anytime you leave, it's like bye-bye. So if you want, you can fight each other. But I just want you to let you know that you need to let EBK breathe. Let him breathe. Let him breathe. You need to tender apology to this man. Because what does it look like? You make Sierra look stupid, put accusation on this man, everybody putting attention, even those who loved him. Some of them started having the conviction that the man is guilty. And you've not been able to present any evidence. And they think that is cool? That is not cool. That is not cool. Because if a whole institution, ECOWAS, that you are part of, we are part of as a country, could stand with a single individual, that is because they've seen ways that definitely this man is innocent. But I can see the politics that is going on in our country today. Even when I'm saying this thing, people say, you are not speaking for APC. I am not speaking for APC. I keep saying this. Because I speak things for the moment that favor APC does not mean I am their friend. Most of them have been following me for a long time and they know what they stand for. I'm the kind of person, if I'm following you for the truth, if you change, I withdraw. I repeat, I don't have permanent friends. I have permanent interest. In the meantime, if this video makes sense to you, share it to those who are supposed to see it. We know the people that are supposed to see this video. So let's share it to them. Subscribe so that you get a notification when I drop another video. You're welcome, and I will see you in the next video.
Power to the people.
Follow, like, comments, and subscribe for more.
Master TV on the beat.
kaboina bra. I go jembe. The city tango. I go nabo. The city tango. I come out there. Dara go malema. The city tango. They say from what to the back tango. I will come for do now. All tight tango.
Medega nyike money loga muma. Kaye promise ba me loga muma. And I wo veve kaye gita veve ni. No bedi mi akegbe mudega ta moto.
Kene my boys now we there.
Bolo.
Eze.
Agapo. Do my PC. Do my speakers.
Now we there. Any man we survive not alone a Superman oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad oh. It's 10 region to God we no gladdy. Any man we survive not alone a Superman oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad oh. It's 10 region to God we no gladdy. Oh yeah yeah. We people don't tire. With the greediness na the system. The youth they don't tire. It's 10 region youths we don't tire. Not to this we been votes for. You promise we say salon go better. All things just they go up. How we people go survive now? Mama money let ya ta enjoy. Oh yeah. Akemu bonde siati elo asalite inda gbogbo elo. We dey wait for the day we go pull una komoto, yeah, yeah. 5 years not to forever. Freedom is coming one day. Any man we survive not alone a Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. It's 10 region to God we no gladdy. Any man we survive not alone a Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. It's 10 region to God we no gladdy.
Party, I get to Goliga. The pejama de no gata de mo veliga. Mede, mo mahihia mo monego. Mo ye na gbe mahun ji fitini mo galago. Tolegbe mo vayago. Arapi mo josogo. Mo gbe mo vegago. Ebe mo lologo. So presa ti libego. Mo ma bla ti lilego. Diwa gege gbe peva te yuchi se mo hawago. Be yeah ade. Kaje sa te go uma. Money pele wupe ma te va te ko uma. Wago me wati pi ma te va uma. Na ogba iyai. Sa huna kana yema. Ha wana gba ma. Ha mwana oma. Waga we ele akome so na fa na foma. Tilu tu ko yo awe. Tilu tu ko bo aye. And all them power we at
Any man we survive not alone a Superman oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad oh. It's 10 region to God we no gladdy. Any man we survive not alone a Superman oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad oh. It's 10 region to God we no gladdy.
Jeji tagi de ma ate. Na do mi fo agbo ama age. Waye pe we wulaye magbe geye tonya ye na le ma fefe enya ve dile mo ye pe mate mo li magbadigo ji amutulu aklot ne mo vayago sana hinde ya vayago edu ehun golego mo je mi ape bu ke gudi hun lu fego gbe u ke yi ja yin amoe iye mu ne mo ke wa pio hin amoe nu mu de be gela la ji wu pia hin amoe joli bode na ge ka wu inde gbo hin age bolo
Yeji samade te mu veligo. Jile ke mwade mwe mu monego. Yeji samade te mu veligo. Jile ke mwade mwe mu monego. Tonya yele lo pori, wati bige veligo. Mumboda tu monego, yena seta toli ho. Wafi amu jele tonyi make moni pelega mu pieni ke himia umu pare. Salon to klesa te libego. Mama mone te lege seta enjwe. Medega nyike moni loga muma. Kaye promise ba mi loga muma. Tege fi momu ome batiji kepere na koto tiaba metele mi ta enjoy. And I wo veve kaye gita veve ni. No bedi mi akebe mudega ta moto.
Any man we survive not alone, not Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. It's 10 region to God we no gladdy. Any man we survive not alone, not Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. It's 10 region to God we no gladdy, oh.